All right, guys, so here we are. We are going to be doing EDM house music. There's an album due. It's gonna be due in the next 30 days. So this is how you do it, and this is actually gonna be really fun because for anybody who's trying to get some house music or indie dance pop, it's really I'm kind of putting it in that house category. If anybody who's trying to get that for the publishing company that I'm working with, then this is going to be perfect for you. You just have to kind of practice this, and this would be a great opportunity to practice this and then get with a lyricist and work out how to do all the lyrics and vocals and what kind of themes and that kind of thing. But we can talk about that at another time. But today we're just going to be going through the music. I'm doing a simple little cue. You do a handful of these, and then all of a sudden you've dialed in the right sounds and you're nailing it. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let me shrink this screen here. All right, so we have my sessions ready here. We have the elements. Actually, so let's just walk through this first. So EDM House Music is the album title we're going to be calling it. So it's the tempo for house is really 118 to 128 or 130-ish. More. I'd probably say just keeping it in that range of 118 to 128. So keep in that range. This one here we're going to do actually at one. I got 120 there, but I want to keep it on the lowest side of. So I'm actually going to go ahead and change that now. 118 down here. So it's going to be at 118. And make sure, this is a big deal, make sure it's in a minor key. You've got to make sure it's in a minor key, but you've also got to kind of keep it positive. Now, the way you would kind of keep it positive when a minor key is kind of more sad or more somber, then the positive ways the notes would go up, or you do a lot of things on the upbeats, which makes things feel up, even though there's an underlining minor kind of sound or a sad kind of sound. Now keep it dance. Keep thinking dance as you're playing it and as you're writing it. You want it to be a dancey feel. You want it to feel like it's in a club, like it's very uh, it's very dancey. It's now you've got to now look at, well, I'll talk about this first. So think of the band Swedish House Mafia. They got a lot of great tracks. There are a lot of really cool stuff there, but it's got to be modern sounding. It really has to. Now, some of the sounds we will go. You'll hear the kind of sounds, but listen to some of the latest Swedish House Mafia sounds to get the right sounds. Once you get the beats and everything, you're going to realize that, okay, now I'm just going to make sure I get the right sounds. So here we go. Let's go ahead and dive in. So I have a track here that I haven't done anything with yet. So let me get rid of this and let me get rid of that. So I got more real estate here. Okay. So the first thing I like to do with these EDM kind of stuff or hip hop or um, uh, anything more electric sounding is I should say EDM. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Anything EDM, electronic or electronic music, I always create a loop because it's very important to have a loop, a a looping drum sound. Now, versus like a singer-songwriter kind of piece of music where you want the drums to breathe and you want them to change and you want them to get a little bit bigger for the choruses and you want the snare hits to be feel like a real player. We kind of want the opposite for this. We just want it to be very electronic, but you still have to put in sounds and different things to change. But I like to put it all in it when I'm creating the loop at the beginning, and then I will take things out for the verses or the down bits, or I'll add things as we go. So the first thing we've got to do with house is we've got to have the kick and kick on every beat. It's a very big deal. All right, cool. Got there. So let's go to the next beat. Copying and pasting here. Oops, missed one. I'm just going to duplicate that. So we got the beat now, and now this is going to be on a loop. So once we get this snare going, I'm just going to put it on a loop. So let's find a snare. Now, if you're wondering what drums I'm using Addictive drums. Let's open that up for a second here. So we've got Addictive drums here. This kit that I'm using is called the Reels machine, but it's really just a fundamental thing to kind of get going. I'm going to be changing sounds as we go, but this is just a very standard. It's the very first preset. It's great. It just works great for that sound that we want right now, and then we'll dial it in a little bit more as we go. We'll probably use splice for some other elements as well. So let's have a loop here. All right, cool. Now we're going to have a little hat here on the 8ths. I like that clap too. So I want something to go on the up there. On the a little bit too much ringing out. It's like an open. That sounds like an open, like a ride or the bell of a ride. But I want it to be like a hat. Yep, that's what I want. And then I might have a clap. I heard the clap in there. I'll go on the 4th beat on the clap. There it is. I'm going to do a little muted snare hat under there somewhere, just to give it a little bit more of an up feel. I think that's it then. That's great. Okay, so that's a great beat. I might do one more thing because I'll probably have that for the chorus or for the upbeat, but then I just want one extra little dun-dun-dun-dun or something on sound that I like here. So let's find the kit here we've got. We'll do that sound. All right, we're going to add another clap in here as well. As I said, it's going to be, this is the busiest part of the song. All right, cool. So we got we've got a pretty busy beat there, and that's fine. So we're just going to duplicate that throughout the whole feel of the song here. Actually, we're only going to go 1.5 minutes here. It's about there. So get rid of that loop. All right, cool. Now I'll go to the synth sound. I'm happy with that, and as you're going to find in the editing video, I'm going to pull out those elements, and that's going to be building. So I'll probably start with like the kick and the snare maybe, and then I'll bring in the hats here, and then we'll bring in the little bit more Allens. We'll bring in more elements, and by probably the 10th or 12th measure, we'll be full in, and then we'll do an ABA kind of thing. But that's got to constantly change. You don't want it to have a loop like what you're going to hear right now. You do not want to keep that all the same, or it's just going to be, it's going to be too looped. You do have to change. You do have to have elements coming and going in the drum beat. That's a big part of it. So don't think that oh, I got the drums and that's it. Nope, you gotta add so. All right, so let's go to our minor key here. I'm using something called Nexus. Nexus is a great thing for EDM stuff. If you haven't got Nexus, it's a little bit more on the expensive side, but I absolutely love it. Hey, look at this Swedish house. Let's see what that's on that. We're gonna go to a piano sound. I don't know if that will work. Let's just jam on something and see what comes out. I actually like that. So those chords I'm using, we're going to go in the key of B minor. Oh. Okay, so we're going to go G, B minor, A, maybe a little walk, back to the B, and we might, I like that chord there too, so that's an F sharp minor. That sounds like a winner right there. I like that better. All right, let's try putting that down as the main loop. Just want to make sure I can hear the click. Oh, where is it? Where is it? There it is. First wrong chord. Alright, cool. So let's just quantize that now. Push the Q button. That's all should be quantized. I'm actually going to go in here and change the delay. I want it actually to come in time with the beat. Okay, so it should now. Alright, cool. So we got an idea there, and we're just going to button that up at the end there. And in the middle here, we'll do something different. Do something a little different there. Oops. Actually, I don't need that just yet. I like that. See how it sounds like in the whole mix? Alright, and again, one more time. Just go back to the other part. Oops, don't want to cut it off. Alright, let's see what we got here. And that's not the shortcut we wanted. That's the shortcut I've put that just to get it, just to what's the word? Deactivate it and hide it. But that's not what we want. So we want to enable it now. Wrong button. Okay, so quantize. I might have this come in on the 1. Oh, there we are. That's where we're going to end, so let's get rid of that bit. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that bass line. I mean that. I'm just going to highlight it all, join it all together so it's one file. Now let's create the bass. Let's just save it where we're at. Of course, things need editing, and we're going to still work around stuff. There's a little line actually I wanted to do. I'm just going to duplicate this track and create that little line. Actually, that would be in the lead, but I might do the lead with the same sound, right? While I'm thinking about it. Bit too much delay there. Actually, I'll probably turn that down even more, like the mix of it down. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's try that. Alright, kind of like that. It's very simple. I don't want it to be too crazy, but let's go with a different sound. Let's go to a different preset here. Minimal house. That'd be nice. Should be nice. Plucked. Or let's go lead. I'm looking for a sound like that where it's kind of doesn't stick out too much. That blip might be good. Let's see. Gotta get the right beat here. And that's the wrong sound for sure. Wrong sound. Let's do a that might be cool. Nope. Maybe it's a bell. Maybe that's it. It's definitely not that sound. I don't know what's going on there. I don't want that at all. Let's just see if that works. Let's go to an 1/8. Yeah, maybe it's in the wrong octave. Let me pull it up an octave. So let's go up one. That's not the sound I want, but it's softer, and I do like that better. It's not quite the sound either. Let's just put this on loop. One of the cool things I like, you can just loop this. Maybe. Yes, yes. That's the one. That's the sound I want. That's it right there. I think I got the wrong beats here. Hang on. Oh, it's 8 measures. Yeah, so I should be carrying that out there. Oh, of course, it wasn't going to do anything there. Yes, happy with that. So let's I'm just going to duplicate over there. I mightn't start that to the second batch there. I mean the second. Well, maybe I'll do a different sound. So let's actually duplicate that. And this actually should be called lead now. Lead 1. Copy that and we'll do lead 2. So this sound's going to be different. What sound am I going to do? Actually, I'll just delete that and that. This is going to come in on the second time. So let's create a, that's cool too. Summer Deep Chill. That's cool. See what that sounds like. Alright, cool. I'm happy with that for now. I'm just going to turn these down just a little bit. Now we're going to do a bass line. So let's get this bass line happening. What are we going to do here? I'm going to use Nexus again. Just found a bass, party any bass. This is something that was just in my preset. It's got a bit of delay on it. I don't know if I want that at all. And 2 and 3. So we do an 8th beat there. Let's see what an arpeggio has for us. Doubt that's going to work, but let's see what else you got. Let's put it on loop again. I'm actually going to record that. I'm just going to hold that down. Alright, so that last note was wrong, I think. On the wrong beat. It does go up. Is it there? Now that little arpeggiated thing is not what we want. I don't like it. So I'm just going to put something else in there. So let's see what else we can add. Now we've got the parts playing. We can just loop it. So remember what we were talking about before, we want it to dance, we want it to be positive, we want it to feel kind of like it's and let's a bit more energy than a slower, softer thing. So I'm listening for things that have a bit more of a dance feel to it, and I do like this one right here. Alright, so I got a really cool idea. I like that one for the verses, and then when I go big, I'm going to do something different. And I could automate this, but I'm actually this is just a simple way. I copied that track down, and this is going to be the different one here. I'm going to go back to that Benny one that I liked, sequence A. I think I liked that. So this is what should sound like. Now it actually dropped down because I think this is more 8s. Oops. This is more 8s. And the other one with a bit more gap, so I don't know if that is going to work. It might actually work the other way around. Let's try the other way around. Do this way. Yeah, that's a lot better. So I like that. So I'm just going to copy this over here. Where does it start? Does it start here? Alright, so what we're going to do in the middle section here, let's just actually copy this. And I'm only going to use the bass notes of all that. Alright, should be just the bass notes. Yeah, let's just see if that works. Now let's do some stabs. Now, as I'm arranging this, I'm thinking the whole time you just complementing parts. So you don't want everything doing the same thing. So if you notice that the drum beats the beats are coming on the 1, 2, 3, 4, and the bass is coming dun 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 dun. It's coming more on 8s. So it's filling out that stuff. So if I do a stab, I don't want to do all of the stabs. Maybe I'll do the 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 1. So I might just do 3 hits. Let's find a stab that we like. Let's go back to the electronic house leads. I don't know if there'll be anything in here. I like that. That's cool. Let's see what that sounds like. It's just one finger chords. It's great. I'm kind of doing it wrong. Kind of did them all, but not all of them. A lot of them, but it felt right. Cool, I think that's good. I might only come in on the second beat of that one. I'll do both of these guys. Something happened there and I missed that copy. There it is. Don't know what happened here. Let's see. And that little, that one there, it's too short or something. Oh, that's the wrong, I'm doing the wrong one here. There's the stabs. Let's change some colors here, so we can know that they're different. Alright, so here's the stabs. Now I don't know why that's going a little shorter. Could be. Alright, these are going to be the right color. Synth is different to the stabs. Just retitle that as just the synth. And down here we're going to do some sort of copy. They should be different color. And this will go up here. We might add a different sound to that. Just give it more textures. Alright, so we're really getting these elements together. Let's have a look at a pad maybe. I think we'll grab a pad. So let's, especially maybe coming in on this B section. So let's find a pad. That's pretty cool. Let's see what that sounds like. Now what I'm actually going to be doing there is I'm going to be cutting out that kick. So we must just do that now. Cutting out the snare. Something really simple there. Actually, I was going to cut out the snare. Why is the snare not cut out? Oh, that's because it's there. There's the kick. Now one of the things is I'm starting to notice the kick is the wrong tone or the wrong note. So I'm going to have to get a, I don't want to get too far, I just want to keep, well, let's do that now. So let's find, let's mute all those kicks. I don't think I can change the tone here. No. So let's go ahead and mute all those kicks here. Let's do it in here. It's like a global one here. Alright, so let's find a, I want a, well, I could do it I could just draw it in myself. Let's do that. Let's make it really tight. So let's go with one of my favorites. I've just been using it for a while. Where is it? It's under contact. Replace that. Alright, so I gotta find it. 808 Warfare, I think it's called. Warfare. I don't know where it is. Let's see if this is it. It's not the one I normally use, but no. Alright, I'm looking through my samples here. Gosh, I forget where it's under. Alright, let's keep looking here. I need to go through and sort out all my samples. I could tune them down, but this just makes it so much easier. There it is, found it. We're just gonna go, crunchy. Yeah, let's do that. So let's just go and put that in. Oh, it's a kick drum. Alright, so we're going to highlight them all and we're going to bring them all up to the same level. Maybe I'll go up on that note. And I'm actually going to make sure that all the lengths are the same as well. I think that was it. Great. See if that, what that sounds like. We'll just add that one in. Oh, gotta think like a kick drum. I might get that kick and tune that up as well. Or turn this into a different, I might keep working on that sample. Okay, so that was all over the place. Let me double check that. Alright, so let's make sure that those are the same length as well. I just want to make sure that they're all coming out to an eighth. I think they should all be eighths now. Did I say eighths? I guess. Actually, yeah, eighths. Great. Okay, so now we're going to do something that definitely needs it. We are going to add a sample. Actually, I'm going to find. I'm going to do a reverse riser. That's what it is. A reverse riser. I'm going to go shh, shh, you know, exactly like that. But let's find a different sound. Let's do reverse riser or reverse cymbal. So it comes up. That is really cool. I like that. Let's get that one. Alright, so let's drag this in. Where is it? This one here, right there. Let's bring him up there. Okay, there it is. A nice long reverse. That's where it's going to come in. I don't know. I have to kind of shape it. One thing I like to do is to reverse these, right? So it goes, stops, and then it actually, the same cymbal rings out afterwards. We're probably going to be stopping there on a quarter beat there. Yeah. Now if you notice, the biggest part of the crescendo is actually not the beginning of the track. So let's cut that. So I want it to stop. And then I just like to line these up. Let's bring it out to, because then I can use them. And then bring this out here. And again, the actual attack isn't quite actually on the beat. I want it on the beat. So let's cut this here somewhere. Just see what that sounds like. Don't know if I'll get a clip. Yeah, it's fine. It's great. Alright, and we got to clean it up and get rid of these snares in there, I think. Got to clean up that drum, the bass, I should say. So this is actually going to happen again over here somewhere. Great edit points these ones are. And we're going to do one at the end, but no stop. So I'm just going to move this here. Great. That's what we want. Actually, I actually liked that little hat going there. Am I hearing a... I'm actually hearing that still. Even though I muted there, so it must be sending to the effects or something. We can actually go here and just mute this totally. Yeah, because it's hitting the wrong notes and it's really kind of clashing. Better save. Always gotta save. Okay, so let's see what we're at now. I might even, I think we have a lot of the elements we need. Alright, so we've got some weird stuff at the end there. I've got to make sure I add these in. Let's do one of these little 16s. I think we'll do 16s. That would be 16s. 32s. Oops, make sure I'm on the grid. Might start a little too early. Actually, I think it started right. Now, if you have a look at these are the velocities. I'm actually going to turn them down a little bit as we're going to build up to that. Great, that's awesome. Save it again. Okay, so bit of mixing to do here, but I think we're in the ballpark. I was going to do a pad. Didn't get a pad down. Did I? No, I don't think I did. I got distracted on something else. Let's have a look here then. Wrong notes everywhere. All right, let's go back and fix that. If you're a keyboard player, sometimes it's quicker just to re-record it. If you're like me, get the idea and then go back and tweak. We want it to do that. let's re-record that part again. It's an E minor E. Alright, something's wrong with that. Let me double check these notes here. So GA, that's where I was off. Alright, just do the pad there again. Definitely going to be putting a side chain on this. Yep. So let's just quantize that. Oh, what did I push? I think I hit it again. There we go. Still getting used to the shortcuts. Great. Okay, so let's just put that sidechain filter on it. Right now, I'm just going to do something very simple called Pumper. One knob Let's just pumper. Doesn't really do the exact effect I want, which I'll actually go over with a proper, when I have a kick, another kick sound, I'll actually do that then. Let's do that now. So here's just a simple way that I do it. You can do it, I guess. Just bring that down, and that gives me kicks right there. I'm actually going to copy this down. Let's get rid of that. And these should be right on. Let's see if they're exactly on. No, it doesn't do it as well. Pro Tools does the same. So when you actually zoom right in, like I just printed that to audio from a MIDI, but you would think that it comes in the right beginning, right? No, look, that's gonna make the slightest little bit not as strong, not as tight. So interesting. All right. That's it. It's gonna be just that hair, tighter or stronger or right on the beat. So these are that's what we want. All right, so get rid of those. Oops. Let's actually let's make sure it's right on the grid. Now here's a little thing for you. If I had duplicated that, that would actually start getting off by the end of that. Like the actual beats would be way off. So let's, here I'll show you, down towards the end of the song. That would be so off. And you'd be wondering what's going on because of a tiny little mistake. Actually, you know what? The cool thing about Studio One, it actually does duplicate to the grid. So that's actually really cool. In Pro Tools, that would have actually just duplicated right from there. So this would be actually butting up against that, and then it'd be way out by the end. Cool thing about Studio One versus Pro Tools. But as a habit, I'm just going to do it anyway. So I'm going to consolidate that, and then it finishes right there. That's just habit for you. Alright, now you're not even going to hear this kick. This kick is actually going to be the side chain. So I am actually, if I remember how to do it in Studio One, let's see if I remember it. We actually send that to a side chain. I think it's going to be post. I'm going to make sure I send that. Every DAW has a different way of doing their side chaining and parallel compression and different stuff. So I just want to make sure I'm doing it in the right place. So my pad, let's name it pad. Change the color. That pad should be getting sent to Pad yellow getting sent to the strings. As you can see, everything is going in the wrong places right now. Let's just clean a little bit of that up. These should be strings, string kind of sounds. Stabs should be, let's do piano because there's no piano in this. Bass should be bass. Drums should be drums, which they are. Except for these guys. Drums, bass, pianos, those stabs. Lead, that's good. I like to use the API. Alright, so go back here. I should rename this sidechain. Okay, so what I'm listening for here is when that kick hits, I want that pad to cut out, but I want it to breathe. I want it to go with the rhythm. So I'm playing with the release, and I'm going to be playing with the attack, and I've got it turned up way too much. But basically, if you're not sure what a sidechain does, definitely look it up. It's an amazing tool that is really, really, really cool. So, oh, did I take the pumper off? I don't think I took the pumper off. Nope, take that off. So I'm putting it on the stereo field, so it's all going to be pumping here on the string. So I should say it's coming on the string. So that means that all of these pad things are going to be coming through, which I don't know if I do want all of that. I don't think I do. I'm actually going to move this over to just that pad. I want the pad to really have it strong. So if you could hear when I muted that, it was just a bit more heavy. It was throughout. It wasn't as clean, as it wasn't as punchy. We want that kick drum to really punch through. So I'll just turn this on and off again. And what I did, I worked with the release and the attack and the threshold just to find that musical balance where it's not cutting out too much, but it's cutting out what I want, what the amount that I want, that it just feels musical. So you just play around. There's no right or wrong. You're just kind of playing around with that. Figure out how to do your sidechain, and just to recap again what the sidechain is, that kick that I put hitting that kick, that's getting sent here, and it's triggering when I put on sidechain. That triggers this to work. So this is actually working off the kick. It's not even, and then the sound of the pad is doing what this is telling it to, based off what the kick was doing. So if the kick was going, if it was only hitting on the first beat of the measure, on the whole notes, then it would do something. It would trigger it on the whole note, and even if this was playing lots. So hopefully that makes sense. I don't think I did explain it very well, but all right, guys. Well, I think we're going to wrap up for this session for doing the actual music bed. We'll do another session where I'll edit things and I'll put things together a bit more, and then we will do the live session. So yeah, I will see you then. All right, bye.